Hi there, Diane Michael here with the Callan Group, and we have top questions that are asked when people are interested in the Business in a Box program. And one of them is how the client recruitment works. So real briefly, I'm going to go over what that looks like and how we've had success in recruiting the clients that we have and have had for almost 4 years now at the date of this vlog. Basically, what we recommend to our clients is that it's cheaper to keep a customer than to buy a new one. And most businesses say that they're most, they receive most from word of mouth, which is referrals. So the email newsletters are really, it's a retention program to keep in touch with your customers. And it's also a referral program. If you keep in touch with your customers, you provide excellent customer service, you provide a quality service or product, they are going to refer you to the business, refer you to their friends and family and associates. So the retention referral is really the basics of the custom email newsletter program. The client recruitment is the same way. It's building that relationship. And I always tell people, when you talk about a relationship, think about the relationships that you have in your life. You don't just go to a networking meeting at a chamber of commerce, hand someone your business card, and then all of a sudden you're married to them. There's a woo process with client recruitment. And that happens in our end to get our clients, and it happens for our clients to get and keep their customers. So the client recruitment process is very simple. It's building the relationship with business owners or key people within a business, whether they're the marketing director or they're the people that call the shots. In smaller communities, you really should be focused on the business owner. When I first started the company, I went out and in the first week, I went to 8 business owners and got all of them to sign up. I knew those eight business owners because for the year and a half that the system was being built, I had to have some kind of revenue come in. So I worked freelance for nonprofit organizations. Well, you meet a lot of business owners when you are involved in nonprofit organizations. I also did a lot of networking socially, out and about, for Wind Down Wednesdays and for networking for my nonprofits. I would go to chamber events. And it's not just handing someone a business card. It's handing someone a business card and then learning about what they do. Who are they? Are there people that you can recommend and refer to them? Then you follow up. You send a handwritten letter. It was so nice to meet you. Drop your card in again. Then it's following up a week and a half later. Hey, I'd like to talk to you about the services that we provide. Is this something you'd be interested in? Let's have a phone conversation about it. Then you see them at that chamber event the following month. You go up to them. You remember their name. You remember the name of their dog. You remember that their grandchild just graduated from college. You remember all those things because the whole idea is not to get them to give you money. The whole idea is to get them to build a relationship with you because you're going to get money for services that you're paid for. And those services are going to be excellent, and that customer is going to be happy with you. And then they're going to have a relationship with you. And then they're going to refer you to other people. Of course, there's cold calling involved. Some people are better at that than others. It's a numbers game. Basically, the whole idea is to get the client to allow a phone meeting or a face-to-face meeting. If you are on a tight budget and driving around town using up gas is not something that is in your budget to do on a regular basis, then set up your phone meeting and point them to the samples online. Ask them questions about their current marketing endeavors. Talk to them about their immediate needs. If they have anything that are products or services or something that someone needs on a residual basis, awesome. That means that there could be an immediate response to a newsletter that goes out. It's building the relationships. You got your cold calling, and basically when you do face-to-face meetings, you get a 50-50 return rate. That's what I've pretty much seen consistently throughout the years. 50% of the time, they're going to sign up right away. They get it. They see the importance of developing a relationship with their customers. They see how affordable the program is. They are impressed with the way that you speak and that you know how to communicate what we do, and they sign up right there. 50% of them will say that they need to think about it, and then it's up to you to continue to build that relationship. Ask them if they have any hesitation. Find out what their immediate needs are, and then keep in touch with them. Only about 10% of those will actually turn into clients in the future. They either get it or they don't. Client recruitment also works from a marketing level. If you can put an ad that we already have created, you don't have to pay for the creation of it. If you put an ad in a publication, or you put an ad in a certain demographic audience that you're targeting, maybe like an industry related magazine, you can develop clients that way. It doesn't happen often because a lot of times people don't understand what we do without you talking to them. So it's really about getting on the phones. Also, what you can do, a lot of people don't think that they have a lot of business owners that they know. Well, take a pie, draw a circle, create a pie. In that pie, there are different parts and aspects of your community. There's nonprofit, there's restaurants, there's retail, there's manufacturing, there's legal. Think about all of the aspects of a community, what a community is made up of, and then start thinking about who you know. You may know someone in the sales department at a manufacturing company. Well, if you explain to them referrals and retention, that salesperson is going to get it. And maybe they're not the decision maker, but they're going to see how an email newsletter would help benefit their work. And they may invite you in to meet with the decision maker. So look at who you know in your community and talk to them about the service. They should, if you have a relationship with them, refer you to the decision makers. So that's a way to cultivate new clients. I also believe very strongly in reciprocity. And that's basically helping to support those who support you. Do business with people that do business with you. Everybody has a dry cleaning service. Most people have pool services. Some people have cleaning services. Some people have restaurants that they go to where they know the name of the restaurant owner or manager. Retail, some of us are shopaholics. You might know the manager of that small boutique that's a locally owned operation. Talk to that person. You give them money, and it's not necessarily that they need to give you money back, because this program will help build their business. It will help them to grow even stronger and larger financially or operationally, because they're investing in the retention of their customers, and that turns into referrals. So that's how the client recruitment works. I really believe in cold calling as well, but you don't have to do it. I also believe in networking, getting out there to every event, being seen everywhere you go. And don't always pitch what you do. Just be present and be a listener and ask questions. Develop, most of the time when I'm in a client prospect meeting or when I'm getting to know someone, I ask all their questions. Most of the time they turn around and say, I've been talking about myself this whole time. What do you do? What is it that the Callan Group is? And that is, boom, hook, line, and sinker, because then you're getting them interested in what you do. But the key is to actually be present when you're hearing what they're saying, because maybe you have a referral of someone, even if you've never worked with them before, but maybe you have a referral of someone that you can send over to them, which then they're going to be very appreciative of and hopefully send back. When I first started out, I created my own networking group that met once a month from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. It was an industry exclusive, so only one person from each industry could join. It was free. And it started out small, and it got larger. We had about 20 people at one point. And we did that successfully for about 2 years. And it worked great because all of a sudden you start seeing the guy from the insurance company has done a free quote on most of the people in the group's insurance policies. And that free quote showed that he could save them money on some of them. And so they switched over to him. So it's all about networking, cold calling, building relationships with people that you know, asking your circle of influence for support, your friends, your family. Let them know what you're doing and ask them if they could refer you to anyone, and make sure that you ask them if you can use their name. And then that's a warm call. Sitting behind the computer all day long is not going to cultivate clients. You have to be in the community, either start volunteering at an organization, get involved in an association where you could target people, and then it's a timing thing. I always tell people this program, if you don't have 5 people that can sign up, it's an investment in yourself. You have to look at the money that it costs to be a part of this program. If you don't have 5 people that you could go off and get pretty much right off the bat, find out how much money you're willing to invest. Is it $2,000? Is it $1,000? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? It's just like the stock market, only the blue chip, the company, if you will, is you. You invest in yourself. It's more successful when you have those 8 clients or the 5 clients like I had. I just walked in and I said, this is what you have to do. I didn't even have to sell them. I said, you have to do this. And we had a relationship and a trust that was built from a year and a half of working together, that they trusted that I wasn't going to put them into a gimmick or into a program. This program works. It builds businesses. It builds relationships, creating retention and referrals. And when people see that and see the importance of that, the sale is actually very easy. So I hope that this helped answer some questions on client recruitment. And I hope that I gave you some things to consider and think about. Thank you for your interest.